Somewhere beneath our oceans lies a secret that has haunted humanity for millennia.
A civilization so advanced, it vanished in a single day and night. The philosopher Plato called it the greatest empire the world had ever known.
Modern scientists have proposed over 50 different locations for this lost world.
Teams of archaeologists, geologists, and oceanographers are racing to solve the puzzle.
But what if Atlantis isn't just a myth? What if we're closer to finding it than we think?
Recent discoveries have reignited the search for history's most elusive civilization.
New technology is allowing us to explore places no human has ever reached.
And the evidence they're uncovering is forcing experts to reconsider everything.
The story begins with a warning from one of history's greatest minds.
A tale of hubris, natural disaster, and a civilization lost to the waves. But the question remains, could an entire empire really disappear without a trace?
Today, we dive into the deepest mystery in human history.
Our journey begins in ancient Athens, where the philosopher Plato recorded what he claimed was a true story passed down through generations. Atlantis, he wrote, was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar. The gods, angered by their hubris, unleashed earthquakes and floods. In a single day and night of misfortune, those who escaped the flood became storytellers, passing down tales of a lost civilization to future generations. Centuries later, explorers and archaeologists sought traces of Atlantis, diving into the depths where myths whispered of sunken civilizations. Artifacts recovered from the seabed, such as carved stones and inscriptions, hinted at advanced civilizations, but none could be definitively linked to Atlantis. Because if Atlantis was real, finding it wouldn't just rewrite history, it would fundamentally change our understanding of ancient civilizations.
Here's what makes Atlantis unique among ancient mysteries. We have an incredibly detailed source. Plato didn't just mention
across about 600 meters.
The outer wall was covered in brass, the middle wall in tin, and the inner wall in orichalcum, a mysterious. But here's the crucial detail. Plato claimed this wasn't Greek mythology. He said the story came from Solon.
These priests had access to records stretching back thousands of years, preserved in their temples.
Now here's where the mystery deepens. Egyptian records from that period do describe catastrophic floods and lost civilizations.
They speak of islands that sank and advanced peoples who vanished. Could the priests have been describing a
Welcome to Santorini, one of the most beautiful islands in the Mediterranean. But around 1600 BCE, this was Thera, home to the Minoans, one of the ancient world's most advanced civilizations. They had multi-story buildings, sophisticated plumbing, vibrant frescoes, and extensive trade networks. Sound familiar?
The explosion was heard across the Mediterranean. Tsunamis up to 40 meters high devastated coastal cities.
Ash clouds plunged the region into darkness. The Minoan civilization, which had flourished for centuries.
Many scholars believe this is Plato's Atlantis. The timeline fits if we adjust for translation errors.
The Minoans had advanced architecture, maritime power, and bull worship, just like Atlantis.
But hold on. What if we're looking in the wrong ocean? Plato was very specific. Atlantis.
Enter the Azores, a chain of volcanic islands sitting atop the mid-Atlantic ridge.
Geologists have discovered that this underwater plateau was once significantly higher, possibly even above sea. In 2013, Portuguese researchers announced the discovery of a possible underwater pyramid near the Azores.
Walking fast. The structure shows right angles and smooth sides unusual for natural formations. Here's the crucial factor. During the last ice age, sea levels were 120 meters lower than today. If an advanced civilization existed on what's now the Atlantic shelf, the end of the ice age would have swallowed it.
Let's talk about what the Earth is capable of.
In 1755, an earthquake and tsunami destroyed Lisbon in minutes, killing tens of thousands.
Krakatoa's 1883 eruption generated tsunamis that killed 36,000 people across the Indonesian archipelago.
The 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami reshaped coastlines and obliterated entire communities. These weren't ancient.
Now imagine such an event hitting a Bronze Age civilization with no warning systems.
Modern geology has identified several mechanisms that could match Plato's description. Megathrust earthquakes, and these disasters often happen in cascades. An earthquake triggers a landslide, which causes a tsunami, which floods coastal cities. In a pre-scientific society, this would seem like divine punishment.
But here's the unsettling possibility. What if there wasn't just one Atlantis? What if
Recent dives have revealed structures lying just beneath the waves, hinting at civilizations lost to time and sea. Using sonar and submersible scans, scientists are mapping vast areas of the seabed, revealing what is. Marine geologist Masaaki Kimura believes the Yonaguni Monument could be a 10,000-year-old sunken city, though in the Bahamas, the Bimini Road presents massive limestone blocks arranged in a straight line, hinting at human intervention. Sonar imaging off the coast of Cuba reveals massive structures nearly 2,000 feet underwater, suggesting ancient human activity. Near Taiwan, divers have discovered pyramid-like formations with multiple platform levels and carved facades, suggesting intentional design.
On land, Göbekli Tepe in Turkey proves humans were building massive temple complexes
across continents, from South America to Egypt, humans were creating engineering marvels, showing capabilities far earlier than previously believed.
Taken together, the evidence suggests that sophisticated coastal cities may have existed long before modern records.
Mainstream archaeology generally considers Atlantis a philosophical invention rather than a historical reality. Plato often used fictional stories to illustrate philosophical ideas, including Atlantis as a cautionary tale about imperial ambition. Many scholars argue Atlantis is a teaching parable, illustrating the dangers of corruption and hubris, rather than recording history. The absence of archaeological evidence is notable. An empire as vast as Atlantis should have left trade goods, inscriptions, and cultural traces.
We have ample evidence of smaller ancient civilizations. If Atlantis was as vast and powerful as described,
Why is Atlantis absent in Egyptian, Mesopotamian, or other contemporary records if it truly existed as a global superpower?
yet absence of evidence isn't evidence of absence. How many civilizations have we only recently discovered?
How much of the ocean floor remains unexplored? Modern technology might reveal secrets yet unknown.
We're now in the golden age of underwater exploration. Technologies that didn't exist 20 years.
Multi-beam sonar can create 3D maps of the seabed with centimeter accuracy.
Artificial intelligence can analyze vast data sets to identify anomalies that human researchers might miss. And here's the stunning fact. We've still only mapped about 5% of the ocean floor in high resolution.
Multiple teams are actively searching right now. The Atlantis project uses satellite archaeology to identify potential sites.
Multiple teams are actively searching right now. The Atlantis project uses satellite archaeology to identify potential sites. In the next decade,
We'll have quantum sensors that can detect buried structures without excavation.
AI will process petabytes of ocean floor data, identifying human-made patterns invisible to the naked eye.
And deep-sea robotics will allow us to excavate sites 3 miles down. If Atlantis exists, we're closer than ever to finding it. So where does this leave us? After examining the evidence, Plato's detailed account, the Santorini catastrophe,
Global underwater structures, geological capabilities, and technological possibilities, we're left with a profound question.
Perhaps Atlantis isn't about finding a specific city beneath the waves. Perhaps it's about recognizing that
every year we discover that our ancestors were more capable, more advanced, and more vulnerable to natural disaster than our textbooks taught us. The story of Atlantis, whether literal truth or inspired fiction, carries a timeless warning. Civilizations can fall,
and the sea eventually claims what we build near its shores. In a time of rising sea levels and increases,
the ocean keeps its secrets well. But with each passing year, our tools grow sharper. What do you think? Was Atlantis real, or is it humanity's greatest myth? Drop your theories in the comments below. If you want to dive deeper into history's greatest mysteries, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss an investigation. Next time, we're heading to Egypt to investigate something even more controversial. Evidence of a massive hidden chamber beneath the Great Sphinx.
ancient texts describe a hall of records containing knowledge from a lost civilization. And new scanning technology suggests they might be right. Until then, keep questioning. The truth is waiting.